Hello, family. Hope your day is going well. I hope that you are continuing on your journey, not fighting against the current, but flowing with it. And that you're gathering the lessons that need to be gathered, honey, so that you can have the joyous life that you are meant to lead, and fulfilling purposes and things, and stirring up the stratosphere and provoking thought in people, so that we can use our power of choice to do good instead of evil or bad or discouragement, all of the things. Okay, just lighting some incense here. So, we're still in April. Welcome to, I believe it's Taurus season now, or getting ready to be. Hope that you are taking a look at your own astrological chart and seeing how these planets aligning are going to help you, okay? Mutable and cardinal signs are about to get some really good things going on for them, okay? You're about to get some really good things going on for you. Even if you don't feel the energy, it's coming in some way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, and Venus are all aligned currently. And then there's going to be some more, I think Mercury is going to join that eventually. Listen, if you have incense burners and you're not cleaning out the holes and the crevices of them, especially if you burn real resin like I do, like, frankincense and things, real resin. Well, actually, anything has soot build. Anything you do has soot buildup. I'm sorry. Being distracted while things are going on is not necessarily always a bad thing, right? We need to be focused in the moment. Yes, absolutely, you do. You need to be focused in the moment. You need to know what is happening, going on, what is true to you and the people around you. But you also need to be aware of the details of things that oh God. That smells delicious. Be aware of the things that that you see in your peripheral, or that may have that may be a part of the issue. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's say you're having a conversation on the phone and you're getting ready to go meet a friend for, I don't know, coffee, tea, whatever. Just meet up, do something. But you haven't gotten dressed yet. So at the simultaneously while talking to this person about your plans, you may be viewing the weather, looking outside, doing something else that's pertaining to what's going on. But so it seems like you're not paying attention. But when you actually are paying attention, you're hearing them, you're answering their questions, you are aware of what they're talking about, you know, where you're going, what you're going to be doing, the details of all of that. But you're also very attentive to the things that it is that you have to do to get ready for that day, right? You know, you may have to make a stop. You may need to, you know, you got to do, you're looking at the clock, checking your timing, how long it's going to take you to get ready, and what the weather is like, so what you're going to wear, you have an idea of it, or maybe you already have it together, who knows? I'm just saying. And that's what I mean by that. Like, you know, you can still be present on the phone call with your friend while multitasking, so to speak, right? Which is what I was just, which is what I was just doing, right? And you may be doing some of that right now, as far as life circumstances is concerned, right? Especially if you are a mother or of some type of leader position. Because leaders, period, whether it be mothers or owners of corporations or in some type of lead position, a teacher of a classroom, some type of power play position that you're in where you are having to do multiple things. In the midst of that, just don't forget what's actually happening, what's actually going on, what's actually taking place. Like how I knocked over my little vase. So I have to remember when I'm done doing this to go pick it up. And, you know, so it's in the details of everything. There is a action that needs to be taken that either you have not taken yet or has not presented an opportunity for you to address it yet, but it's going to be needed. It's going to be needed to be addressed. All of that to get to that point, Spirit. Okay, I'm not mad at it. We're going to keep rolling, though. I like that sometimes.
Lock yourself in.
Yeah. So we're just going to have a conversation and see what Spirit has to say with our pink oracle cards here. You know, life is shifting for all of us. And people have been talking about the age of Aquarius and this and that. And, you know, just to give you some insight on that, the age of Aquarius is not a specific month. It's not a specific day. It is a time frame. Okay. So it began in 2019. Okay. When the Panamini happened. Okay. And it's still happening. Like, it's still happening. And it will be happening all the way till about 2024, okay? And I'm going to tell you, like I always tell you, take a look at your own personal chart, the transits. Get familiar with what transits mean, what they're doing, how you know, get familiar with your human design, because that is your map to life and how you can navigate a lot better, a lot easier, with less anxiety, with less depression, with less stress, with less a lot of things. Okay? Change, it's still happening. Okay? Because we just pulled this card, I believe, yesterday or a couple days ago. Like it's been recent since we pulled this card. So don't scare yourself with the next 40 steps. All you need is that one next action. You can say to love, just show me the first step and change me into who can take it. Show me the adjustments I need to make, Spirit. help me grasp concepts that I need to implement into my life so that I can make this a smoother transition for myself, my friends, my families, those around me. And show me the good stuff. Show me the good way to do it. Show me the path of least resistance. Because I don't want to be swimming against the current, okay? I know I don't. I don't want to swim against the current. Challenges. Unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open, okay? Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Okay? There is nothing wrong with asking the divine or spirit to show you what you need to see. And I think a lot of us fail to realize that. And I'm not talking about just showing you, YouTube readings, what you need to see, actually out in your everyday life. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see about myself. Show me what I need to see about this situation. Show me. And then give me an exit if I need to exit. Make it easy for me to exit. Give me a, not just signal, but also open the door. Show me the strategy I should be using to better this situation, right? I think we forget that not only can we ask to be shown, but we can ask for the solution as well. Okay? We forget that we can ask for the solution. Now, are you gonna like the solution? Depends. That was a lot. It depends. On your situation. Sometimes you won't. Let's have the honest oracle conversation. Sometimes you won't have the solution. Or sometimes you won't like the solution, I should say. Sometimes you won't like the answers that cometh your way for what it is you're trying to resolve. And then from there you have to decide, okay, I don't really like this answer. But if I have to take this road, help make it easy for me. Help make it easy. Help make it so simplistic that everyone severing ties or everyone building together will weed away without any type of anger or malice, You have to ask and be clear in your asking. Ask the way you really want to ask. And ask for understanding in the way that you can understand it. We all have a different flow. It was so interesting. I was watching a TikTok where a girl does makeup and she was saying her client keeps it on for a week, and everyone in the comments are like, a week? To listen, if it works for her, it works for her. She could sleep in makeup and keep it up for a week. Boom, bam, bow. Hey. Now, is that a good thing? No, but you would think it's not a good thing. I mean, it's just like certain people who have extremely high metabolisms and can chip away at things fast and never gain weight, and they eat whatever they want. They eat like garbage disposals, and they never have heart disease or diabetes or, God, hey, listen, there's a different plan for all of us. You understand? Clearly her makeup artist is not an esthetician. And I mean, all estheticians should not be makeup artists. Truth. Although I honestly feel like they should. I feel like if you're an esthetician, you should do makeup too. Because you would be helping a lot of women. When everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. Your words come from silence, not fear. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Take me over and speak through me. There's a conversation that you need to have with someone. It's going to be hard. Changes, challenges, and truth. It's going to be hard to have this conversation, whatever this conversation is about. Okay. Stay true to who you are, what it is that you want for yourself. Because that's going to lead you to the promised land in my MLK voice. You know what I'm saying? That's going to tell you what you need to know, how you need to know it, and when you need to know it. It's going to guide you into where it is that you should be, for sure. You know, I understand that it can be challenging when life throws you curveballs. I've been thrown a lot of them, okay? I am a Scorpio rising, so my life shifts a lot. It starts over a lot. And, you know, in those shifts and changes, you have to be more truthful with yourself than you do with anyone else around you. In those deep transformational moments, you have to be so truthful about yourself, so truthful to yourself about yourself. You don't like feeling this way. You don't like these types of positions. You don't like to have these types of conversations, even though you know that they're necessary. So, you know, open up the door for me so that I can have this conversation openly, honestly, and as easily as possible. Make it as easy as possible. Even if that means you have to have the conversation through text message. And I know it pisses some people off, right? Voice notes are great. I accept them all the time because I would rather voice note and text than call and talk, depending on what type of conversation it is, you know, depending on what the type of conversation it is. But sometimes the harder conversations that are harder to have, you have to do them in ways that you have to have, you know, you have to, even in challenging conversations, you know, I lost my ending of that sentence there. You have to hold on to yourself and you know, staying solid about what it is that you have to discuss, but know that, like I was saying, you have to be truthful to yourself before you have to be truthful to anyone else. Okay? I just do. You have to be truthful to yourself before you are with anyone else. Okay? I was only pulling one card for this. So, oh, look at that. Spirit, when you do that. Got to take both of them now. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. In divine order and in divine time, right? I just got through talking about the age of Aquarius and how it is a process. Everything is a process. Everything is time consuming and time waiting. Some things come along quicker than others and things of that nature. And I know we hate to hear this as humans in these avatars, but that is part of the test and challenges, trials, and growth of this human experience, is time going through the cycles that we're going through, and the time frame that it takes, the difference in a time frame that it takes for you or I, right? Growth, that which is happening now. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Understanding yourself more, how you respond to things more. They're calling this the Great Awakening for a reason. A lot of people are seeing things that you never saw before. You're paying closer attention to your government. You never paid attention to your government. You never cared about politics, but now you're paying attention to how your government operates, how it works, the branches of government, what they mean, how to move through them, right? You're paying more attention to how you can have a more freer life, whether that be not going back into the office or staying home, and what it requires to stay home. What do you need in order to have a comfortable lifestyle for yourself, for your family? You may be looking into gardening and growing foods where you never had before, because there's so much happening with the food supply, right? So you may be all of these things, growth and patience. All of these things, all of these shifts, all of these uncertainties and changes in life are requiring you to pay attention, be aware to the challenges in the change, and acknowledging the truth. Acknowledging the truth within yourself and the things around you. It is time to start making the adjustments. You see where certain things are not going to change and where certain things are going to permanently be changed. And though you know these things, doesn't mean that companies or corporations are making any types of switches or changes, because now more people are aware. Everybody's back to business. Doesn't mean you have to be, though. But you do have to make the necessary adjustments. You do have to be patient with yourself while you're growing through the challenges and the changes that are being made. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. You never heard me, you'll never hear me say anything is going to be easy in the human sense, easy, right? Because what you actually see as a challenge, or what actually you see as something problematic, or something that is of an issue, is more of something that you need to switch, where you need to, and a lot of us don't want to acknowledge that, because you're the one that sees it. It is your thing to change. Doesn't mean everybody has to come with you. Doesn't mean that. Now, in my house, and this is a perfect example. In my house, I buy the groceries. So if I cook an all-vegetable stew, guess who's going to eat an all-vegetable stew? The kids. My children will. They'll eat it. And it's going to be good. It's going to be tasty. And it's going to be very great for them. Would they rather have fried chicken? I'm sure they would. But you can go have that with your friends. You can buy your own fried chicken. You can buy your own fried whatever it is you're going to eat. But when I cook, it's going to be what I want to make for dinner. Because, and not that they can't cook, but they can't cook like a mama can cook, but they can cook, they can cook breakfast things, and they can make themselves a sandwich. Like, they have cooking ability, but they are not sous chefs by any meaning of the word. Chopping vegetables and putting ingredients together is, but if the box has instructions on it, bam, they can do it, which is not a bad thing, as they become older, bachelors, I'm sure they will tap into a more hearty life. My youngest is he's not a fan of anything domestic related, so he will always have a lady in his life, and he's made that very clear. And he doesn't mind the what it takes to have that. He works very hard. Okay, his girlfriend is very pleased because he understands the reciprocation of a connection like that. Like I not only can I not, but I'm not going to. I don't want to learn it. But I will make sure that you are very well taken care of so that I can have those things. And it works for them. And if that relationship does not work out, I'm not concerned, and nor is he, and my oldest is very self-sufficient, and he will learn it before he has to do anything else. So they have the independency and the self-sufficiency to do well in life, and I'm very, very pleased with that. As a mother of brown boys, a lot of us worry about that. Will you be self-sufficient enough? Will I have to be, consistently worried about you in life? And I have to honestly say my children are adjusting and maintaining, sustaining, and guiding themselves very well through this American society that we live in. We plan international getaways often, but there's that. Anyways, enough about me. I digress. I just want you guys to hear the conversations that we're having currently. The world is changing. Currency is getting ready to change, and it won't be this year, but it's coming. Once they start asking you about NFTs and crypto on your taxes, the shift is coming. And they may start introducing something this year. As you can see, some companies have already started initiating their own thing. They're taking, Bitcoin and crypto as payments or some type of an exchange for either services or goods. You can now buy crypto for friends through Cash App, send them Bitcoin and things like that. So it doesn't hurt to learn about it, because when they make the switch, you're either going to already be in the game or you're not, and it's going to cause a big tift for you. It's gonna cause a big tift for you. So it's better to start aligning yourself with the things of how wherever you live operates. Learn about the changes. Doesn't mean you have to make them right away, but learn about them. Understand what it's going to mean for you and your family, and how you earn and how you sustain life. And just keep the faith. Know that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and that, your spirit has more control. Your soul, spirit, soul. I don't want to get into that argument, but your inner man has more control than you know it does, than you allow it to have. Tap in, tune in, and understand that you are guided and protected. Now flex it and act like it. Blessed.